A laser beam has the potential to damage your eyes irreversibly. When the sun is too bright, we use sunglasses to protect our eyes. How should we protect our eyes against laser radiation?
Only laser protective eyewear should be used to protect the eyes against laser radiation. No other eyewear meets the high requirements set for laser protective eyewear.
What is the difference between laser protective eyewear and ordinary eyewear?
Ordinary protective eyewear made of filter glass can shatter if exposed to high local heating from a laser beam. Absorbing plastics used as eyewear material can melt and burn. The use of either form of protective eyewear is entirely inappropriate and potentially dangerous when used with Class 3B or 4 lasers. Laser protective eyewear is designed to reduce ocular exposure by attenuation and resistance.
The filter material attenuates incident laser radiation, and the ocular exposure is kept below a hazardous level. This piece of paper is protected by laser eyewear. As soon as the filter is removed, the beam ignites the paper. The transmittance of filter material is described by its optical density, abbreviated as OD.
An optical density of 1 indicates that only a tenth of the incident radiation is transmitted. An optical density of 2 corresponds to a transmittance of 100th. An optical density of 3 to 1,000th, and so on.
The second task of a laser protective eyewear is to provide resistance to laser radiation.
Laser protective eyewear must not melt or catch fire, like these ordinary goggles, which do not provide any protection against laser radiation.
Laser protective eyewears have to pass a standard test in order to establish their protective effect. 10 seconds is the usual time to which laser eyewear is tested for resistance to laser radiation.
If the filter provides adequate protection over the duration of the test, the laser safety eyewear is given a protection level equal to the corresponding optical density. The protection level is abbreviated with the letter L. Laser protective eyewear that is not tested according to the European standard is specified with OD instead of L.
Laser protective eyewear with a protection factor 4 has a 10-fold higher protection than an eyewear with a protection factor 3. Protection factor 5 has a 100-fold higher protection than protection factor 3, and so on.
Remember, laser protective eyewear protects only for accidental and short-time exposure. Even with laser eyewear, you should never stare deliberately into a laser beam. How does a user know which eyewear to use when operating a particular laser?
Never trust the shape or color of eyewear alone. Different manufacturers produce different types of eyewear. Both of these laser goggles have green filters. However, a test demonstrates that only one pair of goggles attenuates the laser radiation. The wavelength marked on the filter must correspond to the wavelength of the laser beam. Wrong filters may not offer any protection.
The label on the eyewear is the only reliable source of information. The label indicates the wavelengths which are attenuated by the filter, the optical density which is achieved, and the protection factor that is achieved.
Before using laser protective eyewear, the filter should always be checked for scratches, cracks, discolorations, or any other form of damage.
Never use damaged eyewear.
Color coding is useful in multi-laser environments. Mark each laser and the corresponding protective eyewear with the same color.
Special protective laser eyewear that allows the wearer to see the beam may be available for alignment purposes. The laser beam is attenuated accordingly. Naturally, such adjustment goggles are only available for visible laser beams. The transmitted power must be reduced to below the limit for a Class 2 laser.
Laser adjustment eye protectors must be labeled with the text Adjustment Eye Protectors. The protection factor of adjustment eye protectors is prefixed by the letter R. In addition, the maximum power and pulse energy that might irradiate the eye protector must be labeled.
Up to now, all reported eye injuries caused by laser beams could have been avoided if proper protective eyewear had been used.